I did my work experience at a hair salon in town. My views on work experience was I don't want to do it. It's going to be boring and I don't care. I had one mindset about it. But when I went into Mr. Westmoreland's office and we called up the place and I spoke to them, my views changed. They sent me a letter and I had to call them by myself and I had a phone interview. It's like a whole nother world, like it's a lot harder. I was late to my work experience once and I was not late again because the woman that would have been my boss if I did work there, she told me off as if I was one of her colleagues, and it wasn't very nice. I was very enthusiastic about the job. I learned to enjoy it. They did give me an opportunity to have a weekend job, and also after my GCSEs, I could go back to them and they would give me a job for the summer, which is quite exciting and it's something I look forward to doing.
I did my work experience at Manchester Council with one of the councillors who works with the executive in charge of housing. Well, I went to a few meetings with him, and then on other days we'd go out on casework. He'd be talking to people around his area. I think it was very useful, and I think it helped me see what it's like day to day working in that job, and in any job really, because I suppose doing that in the council, you see a lot of different people going through their day-to-day lives.
I did my work experience at a primary school called Crowcroft Park. My mum's friend works at the primary school, so I just got in contact with her, asked her if it would be okay for me to do the placement there, and she asked me to just come in and get all the forms signed and everything. I think it's good to arrange your own placement because then you have like a line of communication with the like business or school or whatever you're doing it for. So then when you get there, you know sort of a familiar name or a familiar face rather than just turning up and not knowing what to expect.
I did my work experience at Giovanni's Deli. I was serving customers, I was making coffees and stocking up the stock room. I knew the owners of it, so I got there pretty easily, to be fair. You get people complimenting the coffees, the sandwiches I make. It's good.
I went to an engineering company in town. It's a civil/architect engineering company called ACOM. Day to day, we were like sat on like a desk on a computer, like designing like a railway/road. I got it started through Miss James.
I did my work experience at Pizza Hut. They had me doing things like making pizzas, pushing out dough, making chicken wings, cleaning up, health and safety checks. I think I got a lot out of it. I got a lot of life skills and it taught me a lot.
I did my work experience at Manchester City in the community. Yeah, I enjoyed it and I got the experience of working with a wide variety.
I did my work experience for a finance company called Morgan Menzies. It was a good experience because you could like see what other people have to do like in their jobs.
I did my work experience at Little Ways Day Nursery, so I was working with children under the age of 6. I arranged it myself. I did some research into nurseries nearby. I called in and then they arranged a time that I could bring in a form.
I did my work experience at Diamonds Telecom in Windsor Road. I was taught how to fix phones and how to bargain with people. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of very last minute, so I just went round. The only person that accepted me, so I went there.
So I did my work experience at this accountancy place called Sedulo in town. I did my work experience there because I do want to be an accountant when I'm older, so I thought that I would take this week to like be proper serious and see if I would like it when I'm older. At first I thought it wasn't for me, I was getting a bit upset, but then as the week progressed I was like, oh, I love it, so yeah. They said when I'm 18 I can come back and do an apprenticeship, so it's kind of worked out really well for me, yeah.
I did my work experience at Divine Mercy Primary School. I left it to the last minute, so then the week before I had work experience I had to go to Divine Mercy because that was the only option for me. The first day I went there, I didn't think I could survive the whole week, but then by the end of the week I thought I don't want to go home.
Well, I did my work experience with a retail company called M&S. Instead of calling them or getting school to call them, I feel like you should go in by yourself, actually speak to them and get to know them. It can give off good impressions. You know what? Get your placement as early as possible because you don't want to be litter picking or doing any of that stuff because that's just boring.
My advice for year 10 would be to keep an open mind because it can
come with opportunities in the future. Like, they have offered me a placement to work there part-time when I'm 16.
A big reason why I enjoyed my week so much was because I arranged it myself. So don't leave it too late so the school's not arranging it for you.
I'd say if you've got something you really want to do, then go for it. Don't just go for who your parents know or what might be easiest to get.
If you want to do something that you like, get it first, because the places go really quickly and you'll end up doing something that you don't like.
Think carefully about what you're actually going to be doing day to day whilst you're there, because you might like the idea of the work experience, but once you get there, you just sat around and not doing much.
You want to be mature, ask plenty of questions because they like it when you ask questions.
Don't pick what your friends are doing just because your friends are doing it. Pick something that you actually like and that you want to do.
Don't be worried about it. It's actually alright when you get in there. At first I was scared, but then I got in and I got to know everyone and it was alright.
When you get told about work experience, be open-minded because you might not get exactly what you want to do. However, when you do it, you will probably enjoy it, and it's like the first taster of having a job and being grown up for a week. So just go full in and yeah, just enjoy it.